If I told you that there was a ticking time bomb set to explode within your lifetime, how would you feel? Would you continue living as usual? Would you try to make the most of it, or would you just not care? Currently, I've been reading a lot of things about global warming and about how the Earth will be uninhabitable, whatever, right? We've been hearing about this for a long time, but to me, it's not even just climate change. It's the horrible things I'm reading in the news about just politics in general. I don't want to see my country go into World War III, stuff like that. What I'm trying to say is that the future looks pretty dim. Um, AI as well, fucking AI, like taking everyone's jobs, and then um, no one has a job anymore, and then we die or something. I don't know. I don't see a bright future for humanity, right? And because of that, I don't really see an incentive to like try, you know? I was thinking about it a lot today because I was getting oh my God, look at my hair. I was getting some dude in my live stream today like asking me about something I was doing, some guy I was making fun of. Um and I told him I'm like you kind of people are just so stupid. I don't want to waste my time even arguing with you, right? I don't want to waste my time doing stuff I don't want to do or dealing with things I don't want to deal with, right? I talked about that a little bit yesterday about just blocking people. Like if I don't have time. I don't have the time to like deal with people like this because I'm too busy focusing on improvement. I'm too busy focusing on trying to get a following. I'm too busy focused on making videos or whatever, making money, whatever. And it made me think like what is my end goal? You know, what's my goal here? Is it to make money and then what? You know, is it to get a fan base and then what? I was thinking about this because no matter what, no matter if I succeed or if I don't succeed, if I get big or I don't get big, if I end up steering to a different career and I make a lot of money or I don't make a lot of money, at the end of the day, I'm still living on a planet that can't agree with anything. I live on a planet where people are being assaulted, harassed, murdered, all these horrible things for simple disagreements or religious conflicts, even just the way people look. I live on a planet where no one cares. You know, it seems like the only goal that is attainable. I'm going to use the America at this point for this point. The only goal that everyone shares is to make money. You know, it's to gain financial status. And maybe to a normal person, that would be great, you know. But for someone like me, I don't I don't particularly think having a lot of money would make me happier or would make my life better. Yes, I would be in a nicer house. Yes, I'd be able to eat better food, wear nicer clothes, have more time to myself. We get that. That those are just the luxuries of having more resources, right? But my problem isn't a lack of resources. My problem is I live on a planet where people don't care and people choose malice and hatred over any other emotion. I also I struggle with really bad mood swings and really scary thoughts because of my BPD. So I feel if I were to even if I were to succeed in this goal I've made for myself of becoming internet personality of sorts, a streamer, a YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, I'd still be me, you know? All that would change would be my notoriety and my bank account. And as much as I would love to just have more money, it wouldn't change the fact that I'm living on a planet that cannot better itself for its people, as well as struggling with my own mental health issues. You know, I feel like I'm stuck in a way. I feel very stagnant. I feel like no matter if I win or lose, I'm always going to lose, you know? Which is, it's a very simple concept, you know? There's always going to be a bigger fish. There's always going to be, even if I get so big and I make $1 billion, there are so many other billionaires who are more powerful than me, who have so much more control over the world, you know? There's, there's so much, like, there's no winning, you know? There's no winning at the end of the day. Especially when I'm picking up my phone and I'm looking, okay, cool. Earth is dead by 20 like 70. Global warming kills all of us or something like that, you know. Or worst case scenario, I mean fuck, what Thailand and Cambodia just started bombing each other or something? Like, I don't know. Just I feel like what I'm trying to achieve with my life right now of get successful, make money, be well off. I feel like those goals can easily just be undermined if some world fucking tragedy happens, you know? Let's say, like, dude, like a fucking tornado could just come through my house and kill me right now, you know? Or a bomb could get dropped on my head by some fucking foreign nation because they don't like my president, you know what I mean? Or a conglomerate of things, a conglomerate of things, you know? It's I feel like my actions don't matter because at the end of the day, I'm not in control. I love talking about control. I love talking about interpersonal relationships and what you can control within them, as well as whenever you have no control over a situation, to not let it bother you. But in this instance, it really does bother me because I want to know that my life is like worth it, you know? When I was 18, when I tried to kill myself, I told myself that I was doing the world a favor by not being here. And while I still believe that I have a purpose and that I do provide substantial value to this world with my presence, every day it feels like if I were to die right now, nothing would change. Which, of course, I don't have any political power. I have no stakes in any corporations. I have nothing. I have no assets. But I also mean in the sense of like, if I were to die after I already made it, if I were to get Mr. Beast level famous, right? Have that much money and I were to die, nothing would change. Nothing would matter. And in that there is some peace. There is some quiet recognition. The quote of Kanye West where he says, "Who invented the stop sign? Who invented the sidewalk?" But I don't think I would provide something of that much like value to society. You know, it's a very scary thought train that I'm in right now, and I don't know how to escape it. I'm sure, I'm sure I'm just in a dip right now in my head, and I'll just ride back up at some point. But this is a scary thought I had. I wanted to share it because I don't really know what to do with it. I want to continue what I'm doing because I know that not only does it bring me joy, but I bring joy to others, which in turn brings me even more joy. I I like the fact that with these videos, with my other videos, I'm I'm making someone feel less alone, and that makes it worth it to me. What I'm trying to say is that when you feel stagnant in life and you feel like what you do will not affect anything and your presence is merely a placeholder, if you will, don't sweat it. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving on your own silent success until you have enough built up to share with the world. Or don't. Just keep it to yourself. Who cares anyway? Thank you.